Electric field due to uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere using Gauss theorem. See, what is the topic? We will apply Gauss theorem for finding electric field due to uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere, or we call it spherical shell. See, it has so many parts. Part 1, electric field outside hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell. Breathe in. Outside means external points. This is part 1. Now what to do? You will consider in the A step theory of the derivation. Listen it. Let us consider uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere of radius r. Remember, this is radius of uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere on which plus q charge is uniformly distributed. This is plus q charge uniformly distributed on surface of sphere. This is called theory part. See, this is some external point outside the sphere. Now, this is the point where we want to find electric field intensity. Now, where is this? It is at a distance of small r distance. So, remember, it is most important point. What is small r? Small r is the distance of point. This time it is external point from, this is the reference, center of sphere. Remember this, I repeat, small r is the distance of point from center of sphere. So for external points we see this small r is greater than capital R. So this small r is variable. We will see when this point existing on the surface, small r becomes equal to capital R. This is part 2. This time we are finding electric field outside or external points of hollow conducting sphere. So this small r is greater than capital R, where capital R is radius of uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere. These are the considerations. A step means theory part. What we have considered, what we are finding. Breathe in. Now it is B. Step B. We are applying Gauss theorem for finding this. So we will have to consider Gaussian surface. Final answer for Gaussian surface is, it is concentric sphere of radius small r. This concentric sphere of radius small r is Gaussian surface. Why? Point number 1, because electric field on this surface will remain constant. See, first of all, what is Gaussian surface? Concentric sphere of radius r. What is Gaussian surface? Gaussian surface is imaginary closed area on which electric field should remain constant. You have learned in the previous lecture. Any imaginary closed area on which electric field will remain constant called Gaussian surface. So, why electric field is constant on the surface? This is the research done by Gauss. But final answer will be this. Electric field will be kq by r square for outside hollow sphere. Now apply your mind. For this sphere, final answer for external points is kq by r square. Q is same. Q means charge on the sphere. Small r is same. For this concentric sphere which is Gaussian surface, when r and q are same, electric field will remain same or constant on surface of concentric sphere. So this concentric sphere named as Gaussian surface. Now this is the final result. But before that I am telling you so that you should come to know why electric field remaining constant on the surface of sphere. Then and only then we can consider that concentric sphere of radius r as Gaussian surface. See, we are writing this line. Electric field is radially outwards and remains constant on each point of Gaussian surface. This is the main condition given by Gauss. Gaussian surface considered and electric field must remain constant on that Gaussian surface. Then and only then we are able to apply Gauss theorem. See the next point. Breathe in slowly and gradually. This was part 1, point B. Part 1, point C. Now we will apply Gauss theorem. E vector dot ds vector over closed area is equal to q by epsilon naught. See, this q is charge inside Gaussian surface. See, this is Gaussian surface, and what is the charge inside that? Q. So we will write here Q upon epsilon naught. It is constant. Electrical permittivity of free space. Now, what is ds vector? We will have to consider ds vector. ds vector is the small area on Gaussian surface. This left hand side integration, small area, total area, it is meant for Gaussian surface, which is concentric sphere in this case. So we are considering small area on Gaussian surface. See, this is the small area ds vector on Gaussian surface. So what is the direction of ds vector? Radially outward or outward drawn normal to given surface. This is n cap, direction of ds vector. And electric field, it is radially outward. We did write in the step B. Now we are plotting it. Electric field is radially outward from this sphere in all the directions. This is E vector radially outward from this positively charged sphere. So see, this is E vector radially outward and this is n cap, outward drawn normal. E vector and n cap, they are in same directions, so theta will be 0 degree. See, this dot product solved like this, E ds cos theta. Now the main point is this theta. Breathe in slowly and gradually. This theta is the angle between E vector and ds vector. ds vector means n cap, so it is 0 degrees. Next, this electric field is constant on each and every point on Gaussian surface, so can be taken out of the integration sign. So E taken outside, ds cos 0 degrees, cos 0 is 1 and ds, integration of ds s. This is the small area considered on Gaussian surface. So this will be total area of Gaussian surface. So total area of Gaussian surface will be 4 pi r square. See, this Gaussian surface having radius small r. So we are writing 4 pi r square. I repeat, this is the total area of Gaussian surface as ds was the small area considered on Gaussian surface. Now solve it. This is E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. It can be written as KQ by R square. See, this is the final answer which I told you earlier in the starting of lecture. To know electric field remaining constant on surface of sphere, as for the concentric sphere, radius and charge both are same. So this is our final answer of part 1. And you focus, it is matching with the answer of point charge. See, understand this. One point charge Q at a distance R at point P. What will be the electric field for point charge? You will say for point charge answer is K Q by R square. See, this is the answer of electric field due to point charge, and we are having answer of sphere. This is electric field at any point P outside hollow conducting sphere, and it is matching with answer of point charge. So we say it is electric field of point charge. So the main question comes into play. Breathe in. Most important question inquired in your examination. Prove that uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell behaves as point charge. For external points, and you are proving it from Gauss theorem. See this question. When this question comes in your examination, you will have to answer part 1 of this topic, which is up to this step. Part 1, external points. External points, see, outside points. Same question inquired like this also. Breathe in. For external points, uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell behaves as if whole charge, this whole charge concentrated at center of sphere. बाहर वाले पॉइंट के लिए ये स्फीयर ऐसे बिहेव करता है जैसे ये सारा चार्ज इसके सेंटर पर हो, लाइक पॉइंट चार्ज. This whole charge were concentrated at center of sphere. This is the answer for 3 questions. First, this is electric field outside hollow conducting sphere. Second, this. Third, this. This is called part 1 of hollow conducting sphere. Breathe in. Now see part 2. Electric field on surface of hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell. Now see, this was external point out of the sphere. Bring this point on the surface. See, this will be the diagram. This is positively charged hollow conducting sphere of radius r. Now we are bringing this point on the surface. See, this point on the surface. Then you will see, if this point comes on the surface, this small r reducing to this. This will become smaller because this point P now considered on surface. So on surface, small r becomes equal to capital R. Breathe in again. So For external point, answer was kq by r square, small r square. And on the surface, small r is equal to capital R. Now input the value of small r here. So electric field on surface of sphere will be kq by r square. Breathe in again. Now here is part 3. Electric field inside uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell. Focus 100%. This question is most important, inquired separately also. Read the text. Inside. Inside means internal points. Then A. You will write whole theory as before. Let us consider uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere of radius r plus q charge uniformly distributed on the surface. Now electric field is radially outward. B. We will find electric field somewhere inside. Let us say this point is inside now. We are finding electric field inside at point P at a distance r. Now when this point existing within the sphere, this will be small r less than capital R. See, 3 cases are existing. One is outside when the small r was greater than capital R. Second was on the surface, small r equal to capital R. Now small r less than capital R, internal, inside. Breathe in. Now B, you will consider Gaussian surface of radius small r. Actually Gaussian surface considered with reference to that point where we are finding electric field. So this is Gaussian surface, concentric sphere of radius r. See, now we will apply Gauss theorem. E vector dot ds vector integration q by epsilon naught. Breathe in slowly and gradually. What is this q? This q is the charge, precisely net charge inside Gaussian surface. Remember this. I am telling you this. Whatever Gaussian surface considered for finding electric field, you will have to input that charge which is inside Gaussian surface. See, this is the Gaussian surface and there is no charge inside that, 0. So answer will become 0 for electric field inside hollow conducting sphere. Why? Because whatever charge given to hollow conducting sphere, it resides only on the outer surface. Outer surface of hollow conducting sphere. It can be discussed separately also in the topic electrostatic shielding. See, charge resides only on the outer surface of hollow conducting sphere. It means charge inside hollow conducting sphere is 0 always. If 0 charge inside hollow sphere, so 0 charge inside Gaussian surface, because Gaussian surface considered inside hollow conducting sphere. So inside electric field will be 0. Breathe in again. Now this is called step 1, having 3 parts. Now see again. Breathe in. Part 1 was electric field outside hollow sphere where small r was greater than capital R, and the answer was k cube by small r square. See, this was the diagram. This was small r, point P, this was radius and uniformly charged sphere. Now see, this small r is variable. Focus this. What is small r? Small r is the distance of point from center of sphere. So when small r is 0, see, this is the reference, center. When small r is 0, we are at center of sphere. When small r is less than capital R, see, any point which is less than capital R, this is capital R. So we are inside hollow conducting sphere. When small r equal to capital R, see, small r equal to capital R, we are on the surface of sphere. Breathe in. Now outside, external points. Small r is greater than capital R. This is outside hollow conducting sphere. See what we learned. Outside electric field is k q by r square. This electric field outside is k q by r square. Focus. Now part 2 we learn electric field on surface, where small r was equal to capital R. What was that? It was k q by capital R square. So see, on the surface, this electric field is on the surface, k q by capital R square. You see, it will be maxima. Third step we learned electric field inside, where small r was less than capital R was 0. So at the center of hollow conducting sphere, electric field remains 0. Inside, at any point, electric field remains 0. On the surface, it is maxima. Outside, it is like this, inversely to r square. Breathe in slowly and gradually. Reasoning questions based on this particular part. Question number 1. You are given one sphere, hollow conducting sphere, on which 100 microcoulomb is uniformly distributed. This is having radius of 10 centimeter. Question number 1. Find electric field at the center of hollow conducting sphere. Now if you are in hurry, you may apply this formula. This is for surface. On the surface, see, at the center of sphere, electric field is 0. So you will say 0 electric field. Now these are reasoning questions based on this concept. At the center, electric field is 0. As well as inside the sphere, electric field is 0. See question number 2. Find electric field 5 centimeter away from center of sphere. See, 5 centimeter from center. See the diagram. This is 5 centimeter because sphere of radius 10 centimeter given. So this is smaller. It is less than 10 centimeter. So this point is inside. Again electric field inside will be 0. Breathe in again. If question is inquired like this, same third point. Find electric field at a point, focus, 5 centimeter from surface of hollow conducting sphere. Now see, question is changed. This is sphere of radius 10 centimeter and we are finding electric field at a distance of 5 centimeter from surface. This is surface. So what is the distance from center? This is called small r. It will become 10 plus 5, 15 centimeter. And this point will become outside hollow conducting sphere. Outside. So you see, electric field outside hollow conducting sphere having formula kq by r square. Point number 1, charge given in microcoulomb, change in coulomb, radius given in centimeter, change in meters. Now put the value of k, Coulomb's constant. After solving, you will have to write units of electric field in Newton per coulomb. Once again, breathe in. See, same derivation inquired like this also. This is called next part of same topic. For uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere, focus 100%. See, this is uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere of radius capital R. Plus Q charge is uniformly distributed on it. Now have a pause. Breathe in slowly and gradually. Now in spite of charge, he will say sigma. Sigma is the surface charge density on surface of sphere. Then what will you do? Then you will solve whole topic as done in the part 1. Means you will start from beginning and after deriving up to this, you will input. You know what is sigma? Sigma is surface charge density, charge upon area. See, what is area on which this is distributed? Surface area of the sphere. It is 4 pi r square. Q will be sigma into 4 pi r square. Breathe in. आप स्टार्टिंग से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आउटसाइड वाला डिराइव करेंगे. पहला पार्ट का क्वेश्चन है, आउटसाइड आंसर निकालें. यहां तक आने के बाद बिल्कुल चार्ज मानते हुए शुरू करना. फाइनली यू विल इनपुट दिस Q is equal to sigma into 4 pi r square here. See, I am inputting. What is K? K is Coulomb's constant 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is Q. Sigma into 4 pi r square divided by small r square. Now you simplify, 4 pi cancelling, and electric field for outside is sigma by epsilon naught into r square by r square. Breathe in again. Inside it will remain 0. But for the surface point on the surface of hollow conducting sphere, what will you do? You know, there are two ways. First, if you have done this for surface, you know small r is equal to capital R. So directly write this. See, I am writing it. Electric field on surface, continuation part 2. You will say for the surface we are finding where r is capital R. Then you will write it like this. Electric field outside at any point P is this. Sigma by epsilon naught r square by r square. Then you will say on surface small r is equal to capital R. So for the surface, you see, put small r is equal to capital R here. So r square will be cancelled. Electric field on the surface will be sigma by epsilon naught. Then here it is part 3. Same way as in the previous way of the same topic, part 1 of that same topic, you write electric field inside in the same way, it is 0. Breathe in once more, special point. Now this is most important reasoning question. He may ask directly, find electric field on the surface of uniformly charged hollow conducting sphere or spherical shell when sigma is the surface charge density. This is the direct question. Generally it comes of 2 marks. Then what will you do? Answer. You will consider answer from this. You will say it is step number 1. We have considered hollow conducting sphere on which plus q charge is uniformly distributed and surface charge density is plus sigma. This is step number 1. Then in the step number 2 you will say electric field on the surface of hollow conducting sphere is kq by capital R square, where this caps R is radius of hollow conducting sphere. Now input the value of q. K is Coulomb's constant 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q is this sigma into 4 pi R square and upon R square. And R square cancelling, 4 pi cancelling, it is sigma by epsilon naught. See, I am writing it like this because so many times he will say prove electric field on the surface of sphere is sigma by epsilon naught, where sigma is surface charge density. Meaning of this question is he wants answer of electric field for hollow conducting sphere for the surface point in terms of sigma, where sigma is surface charge density. Then you will have to do only this part. Got it?